I think of them as trailblazers. They were the first school west of the Allegheny for nursing. When I think about the professionalism, sort of the face of nursing, they changed it here.
I credit the founders of Huron Hospital for understanding that they really needed a school of nursing so they could really elevate that standard of care. The women were looking for a job. I'm sure that this was an opportunity where they could actually do some practical work, get paid for it, and feel good about the work that they were doing.
When you think back on the richness, the history, it's extraordinary. The Huron School of Nursing has educated thousands of men and women who are making a difference and putting their fingerprint on the future of healthcare.
From the earliest days, Huron has had a heritage of producing innovative and compassionate caregivers.
It's important to always remember the past and remember those who've paved the way before you. This is Esther Baird, class of 1886, the first graduating class. She became a missionary to India. She founded a hospital and a nursing school and was awarded a medal by the King of England.
From the earliest days, Huron has had a heritage of producing compassionate and innovative caregivers. Like Mary Jane Jennings, a private nurse for President James Garfield, Anna Goodwin, who led the Ohio State Nurses Association, Carrie Lewis, director of the Cleveland Health Department,
Jeannie Sonville, who founded the Free Clinic in Cleveland, very charismatic, eclectic person.
I was interested in the history of the school, and I did some research, and in 1960 Robert Williams was the first male graduate of the school, and a year later Frankie Long became the second. I think that because of them setting that standard for us, it's allowed not only males but anybody to become a nurse.
What we see now, we take a look at our nursing school, we see the most diverse population of men and women, but you know, I don't think there's any difference between that look of pride amongst the old graduates as there is amongst the new. They're all proud.
We did have a sense of the history even when we were going there back in the 70s. I think it meant more that, you know, we would kind of laugh about, you know, look at the old uniforms and look at those old caps and, that, you know, the shoe coverings, etc. But those are the nurses that did their job so well that they really set the foundation for the future.
We actually stayed in the dormitory, which is across the street. And so we all worked very, very closely together. And we could always discuss, when we come back, a difficult case or a case that really grabbed our heart or something like that. My mother graduated from Huron. Some of the instructors that she had, I had.
Of course, I always figured that Huron Road was special. I knew she wanted to be a nurse, but I was thrilled when she told me she wanted to go to Huron Road. I was just thrilled that she would go to my alma mater.
It just showed that there's this continuity that even exists today where we're all part of graduates from Huron Hospital, and we will continue to be no matter what.
What we really emphasize here is the basic caring. Nursing is a caring profession. It goes back to the bedside. All the technology can change, but it's all basic human caring, and that's what hasn't changed over the 127 years.
Any of us that have come from the Huron School of Nursing, we can start at Huron and go wherever we want. The sky is the limit.
To be a part of such history is monumental. That's what nursing has given us all. It's bound us together. It's a community of caregivers.
I did a calculation. If a nurse worked 5 days a week and took care of 5 patients a day, after 25 years, she's touched 30,000 patients. And that's just patients. They have families that come into contact with the nurse as well. So you'll multiply that times 127 years of producing nurses who have spread out across the country. The impact of a Huron grad is huge. We've touched millions and millions of people's lives for the better.
When we heard the school was closing, a few of us got together and came up with a poem to thank the instructors, the faculty, the hospital, not only for our graduating class, but for classes that came before us, and let them know that they made a difference in our lives.
When we started on our journey in this new and scary place, we did not know what to expect.
What challenges we'd face. The uncertainty we felt inside filled our hearts with fear. Did we make the right decisions?
Did we choose the best career? So many came before us and set the bar so high. We hoped that we would measure up.
We knew we had to try. So much knowledge to be learned, so many skills to gain. Could we handle everything
and ease our patients' pain? But there you were to encourage us, to gently guide us to.
With support and motivation, you made our dreams come true. So now we want to thank you
for helping us to grow. You taught us in so many ways, and we think that you should know. Whatever paths we take from here, the journeys we'll pursue.
It started here at Huron, where we begin our lives anew. You've made a difference for each of us.
We will treasure our whole lives through. Never will we forget this moment. We are who we are because of you.
Tonight, we celebrate the accomplishments of the 98 extraordinary men and women who are the 2011 and final graduating class of the proud Huron School of Nursing.
Let me be the first to greet you and congratulate you as a fellow nurse. Welcome to the profession of nursing.
You've learned from some of the finest nurses, I think, that I've seen in my career. And I wish you all the best in your career. It's been a pleasure to have you at Huron Hospital, and I salute you all.
I'm sure your friends and family have the same hope for you that I do, and that is that you'll succeed wildly and make your dreams come true.
To the graduating nursing class of 2011, the torch has been passed on to us. It is our duty to uphold the honor and integrity of what it means to be a registered nurse. We, the class of 2011, hold the legacy as the final graduates of the great Huron School of Nursing.
You may now move your tassel to the other side.
Each and every day, a Huron School of Nursing graduate reaches out and touches a life, makes a difference. That's the gift. That's the incredible contribution, the privilege, and the legacy that is the Huron School of Nursing.